Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to complete the 200 lightning bolt dodge challenge in Final Fantasy X. The steps I'll be showing you today work in the original EU version of the game, as well as all versions of the HD Remaster, which is what this footage is recorded in. Now the first stage of this is to mitigate anything that's going to stop you from dodging. And the first thing, which is not so obvious to your average Final Fantasy player, because it is basically something that you're generally wanting to happen, is you probably don't want to be going into all of these random encounters. Now, as you can see here, I quite easily defeat these guys because most of my characters are quite leveled up by this point. You may be tempted to do this again and again so that you level up your characters, but unfortunately it comes with an extra risk that you don't really want, which is that as soon as you exit, you get struck by lightning. So what you want to do first off is you want to equip to one of your characters a piece of equipment or a weapon that has the no encounters ability on it. You'll see here that I am adding the ductile rod to Yuna, which you can pick these up from many enemies, mostly ghost enemies. Now the next thing you want to do is to just not go at this randomly. Now it probably is completely possible to complete this challenge while just randomly in the Thunder Plains. I completed this challenge when I first played the game at 13 years old, and as far as I know, I didn't use the tricks that I'm about to show you, so it is obviously possible to do it this way. However, doing it randomly and hoping for the best has mixed results because these lightning strikes are so random. They strike between 4 and 8 seconds between each one, and you've really got to be waiting and getting ready. My best attempt at this, I only managed to do it 44 times before I was finally struck by lightning, and given how long this took, around 7 minutes, going back and retrying every single time is not an option, mainly because when I did, I got hit after about 3 or 4 again, and I never really replicated this run. So what you want to do is you want to come to this area, the Thunder Plains specifically, right here in between this crater and this lightning tower. And once you're here, you just want to start running backwards and forwards between the crater and the lightning tower. Now, as you can see, it doesn't always trigger, you have to hit it quite specifically. I could not work out the exact point you had to hit, but it may be timing, it may just be the fact that it is a very, very specific place. But what will happen is that lightning will strike every single time you hit the lip of the crater, which is much more predictable than the random 4 to 8 seconds we had previously. I actually picked up a habit of making sure that Tidus touch the tower between each strike. Again, I'm not sure if this is needed for the trick to work. However, I found it made my running backwards and forwards more consistent and more able to time. 200 dodges is a lot, and so I advise breaking it up into discrete numbers with a rest in between each one, so that both your fingers and your brain have a chance to recharge. I went for 50 at a time, but you could go anywhere between 10 and 100 if you're feeling really confident. I also advise that you don't be too complacent and you complete a few more dodges after you feel you've completed it, as you don't know until you exit this area whether or not you've hit 200, and leaving the area resets your counter. I completed an extra 20 here because I lost count a few times, so I wanted to be especially sure. This is probably overly cautious on my part, however. So once you've completed what you are confident is a little bit over 200 dodges, it's time to head back and see how we've done. Oh, and no more need to dodge lightning. Now once you return here, all you have to do is go to this book and hope that you counted correctly. And as you can see here, I did much more than I expected at 221. Also, remember to collect the items, you have to return back outside to this chest after checking the book. I initially thought my game had glitched out, so I was very happy to see that that was in fact not the case, and that all of the items were waiting here for me to collect. The achievement popped shortly afterwards, and I was a happy man. So there we have it, the 200 lightning bolt dodge challenge completed. If this video has been helpful for you, please do make sure to leave it a like, share it out, or just subscribe if you want to see more good content. Or you could even come and hang out with me on Twitch. I stream 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Come say hi. I'm always happy to make new friends. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you later.